Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review is going to be another new tool from Klein. This is the Impact Flip Socket with Swivel Adapter. Part number on this one is 32982. That is for the version that comes with the 1/4 inch and the 5/16. I've seen this one range anywhere from $17 to $21. Just depends on where you buy it. It's at Lowe's, Amazon, Acme Tool, all those places. And then I saw on Amazon a $32 version that comes with this, along with an entire flip socket set. So I already had plenty of those. I decided to save a little bit of money. I mostly just wanted this piece right here. As far as the package goes, you can see this thing is impact rated. SAE size is 1/4, 5/16. Also has the bit holding feature as every other flip socket. You know, you can pull back this 1/4, magnetic nut driver, push it forward, put you a 1/4 inch bit in there. It does come with a Phillips #2 bit. And then this one has a 25-degree swing arc on it as far as the swivel adapter. I'll show that to you in use in a minute. Here is the back of the package if you want to pause, zoom in, and read any of that information right there. And then down here you can see it is also made in Taiwan. But that's the package, the cost, all those kinds of things. Let's get it out of the package. I'm going to show it to you in an example of where you might would use something like this. Show it to you with some other tools as well to hopefully help you decide if it's the right tool for you. But let's go ahead and get into it. So out of the package, let's go ahead and get it down to the piece that matters the most. So again, all these things, this is just a flip socket shaft right here. It does come with a extra magnetic shaft, so you could just use this with your other flip sockets if you want to. Phillips #2 bit, that's what comes in there. And then again, if you pull that out like it is right now, you can put that bit in there, or I can push this down and have a 1/4 inch magnetic nut driver. We remove this flip socket. Now you're left with the piece that's all one piece. This is your swivel adapter. That's that 25 degrees that you're getting as far as the swivel in all directions. And so you can use this with your flip socket shaft. So if you have the one that comes with it, or if you've got a longer one, maybe you need a little bit extra length, you can use that as well, or even a shorter one. It's basically compatible right there with all the flip socket shafts, or even more so if you have like the Connect starter kit over here. I can take this one right here as well, stick that one in there, and then run it with my pass-through ratchet as well, so I could use it with that within the Klein Connect system. Or again, I can go back to that flip socket shaft, stick that in there. If I want to run it in, say, my Icon wrench, that's a 1/4 inch hex right there. I can use it in that ratchet. I can put it into my impact because it is impact rated. I can use it there. Or I can just ultimately, what I will probably end up using it for most of the time, is put it into any screwdriver I have that takes that 1/4 inch hex. You can then work with it in that spot as well. So overall, lots of uses for it. And again, up here, even though this one only comes with the 1/4 and 5/16, you can also take off any other shaft of your flip sockets. I wanted to use this 3/8 or 7/16, even though that's not the 1/4 or 5/16 that came with it. I can still put any of those flip sockets onto this swivel adapter and have a magnetic nut driver and still get that 25-degree arc swing out of it. So you can use any one of them, even though again this particular one only came with the 1/4 and 5/16. And then how you might would want to use this. So in this instance right here, I've got that green ground screw back in there. I can always still get to these. I'm at a slight angle, you know, it kind of puts you at an angle with your nut driver to get in there, but that's not a big deal. You can get in and out of there. This one's probably going to end up getting in there maybe a little bit easier, because you're going to be straight on with your shaft. As far as by the time you have your screwdriver in there at that 25-degree angle, I'm more straight on with it. Where it comes into play is whenever you've got something, say like back here on this back side, I just kind of drilled a hole and put a ground screw in here for an example. Obviously you could go in there with a ratchet if you've got that on you, get in there and tighten and loosen that right there. If it's something inside of a washing machine, inside of a dryer, a box like this, something where there's something around a corner. But with this one right here, I can still get in there, even though I can't get in there any possible way with a straight shaft. Like there's no way that I'm ever going to get to that screw right there, versus if I take and slide this on there, even though it might not necessarily be the easiest, you can kind of see that screw moving as I screw that in, because I'm able to get onto that with this swivel adapter. That's the whole idea behind it. They've got some that maybe do more degrees than this one right here, but again, this one's going to be one that's going to work with your flip sockets. So that's really who this is intended for. Someone who's in that flip socket system, you just want a little extra piece of, now I can get into maybe some spots that I couldn't get into before with my flip sockets. That's the big selling point behind this one. There you go, guys. There is the Klein Tools Impact Flip Socket with Swivel Adapter. I don't feel like it's an everyday use tool. Like I'm not going to get this out and use it every single day, but I'm in the flip sockets. I keep them in my bag. I keep them in my truck. It's definitely a good thing to have on you, for there is going to be a situation that's going to arise, and it's going to get you in there where something else might not. So again, it's probably going to end up being a good fit for a lot of people, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you think that it's something that's going to be useful for you? Drop that in the comments below, or maybe you already own it. You've ran into some scenarios that you've already used it for and it's helped you out. Drop that in the comments below as well. As always, I hope this video was helpful. Hope it was useful in some way. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.